Over the last 10 years of running Facebook ads and doing over $100 million in revenue for clients at my advertising agency, just within the last 4 years, I've studied over thousands of ads. I've seen tons of various different creatives, and I got to see a lot what works, what scales, and what doesn't work and what doesn't scale. And today I'm just gonna be talking about more of the key lessons specifically that I've just seen over and over and over repeatedly over time that's allowed us to scale. And the very first thing I want to talk about is just simply market sophistication. This is one of the biggest things that I think everyone should know and understand about Facebook ad creatives before you go in to create your next creative. And this will drastically impact your hit rate of the number of winning creatives that you create. First things first, I like to go into the Facebook ads library. And when I go inside the Facebook ads library, I like to go and search either the product I'm selling or a desire or a problem. There's really no wrong way to this. Just do one of them and then I'll do the others after I do that one first. Then I like to go ahead and simply select basically ads that have been running for at least 90 days. So I'm gonna exclude the last 90 days. So that way I'll only see things from beginning of time to like 90 days ago. And then I can start to see what ads are working for my competitors because it's only going to show the active ads that are live in the account. And this will allow me to start to understand the hooks people are using, the visuals people are using, what specific problems or what specific desires people are calling out, what visually they're doing in that first 3 to 4 second hook and stuff like that. And then this gives me things to replicate right in the beginning, which will again drastically increase my hit rate. Now, I'm not trying to be like brain dead like a lot of people and just simply copy and repeat. I want to have a systematic approach to it. And this is what I call market sophistication. Market sophistication is a set of rules I can leverage to be able to go ahead and create new winning ads. And again, after studying thousands of ads, the people that apply these have substantially better hit rate. Now for me, market sophistication, there's 5 stages. Stage 1 is just simply saying the base claim. This would be like if you're opening up a whole new market that no one else is advertising to. Then stage 2, you're saying a base claim, but making it more exaggerated. How to scale Facebook ads versus how to scale Facebook ads to 30K days. Then you have stage 3, which is introducing a new mechanism. This is where you're calling out a whole new way, a whole new opportunity. We recently just had this as a case study for one of our client accounts where we dropped their cost per lead from $40 all the way down to $20 by simply going ahead and introducing a new mechanism to an already existing marketplace that was burnt out. And like literally it was viral new laser treatment, vanishes acne in 30 minutes. I called out a new mechanism, which is the viral laser or the laser treatment. Then I called out what people desire, which is vanishes acne. And then I called out why people should give a fuck about this mechanism, which is in 30 minutes. So I like to look at the whole basically Facebook ad library and stuff and understand what can we do better based off of those things. So people are exaggerating the claim. Can I introduce a new mechanism, a new how, a new way? Or can I go ahead and basically introduce a whole or call out a whole new desire, which also requires a lot more market research from like Reddit and stuff like that. And I don't like to do that right away. I like to do that a little bit later on. Then the last way I like to do is what's called a stage 4 sophistication. And a stage 4 sophistication is where we're highlighting that we have a better product. So if we're already advertising a product that pretty much the mass market knows about, then we'll showcase how our product is better and do a lot of product versus product, not solution versus solution, product versus product marketing and advertising on that side right there. And then lastly, stage 5, which is identity marketing, where we go after a sub niche. So if everyone is talking about like how to scale Facebook ads in the ads library, then I specifically want to go pick a sub niche where I'll pull from customer surveys and also to customer, or not necessarily customer reviews, but just market research in general and figure out different, what I call different markets and like sub niches and stuff like that. So it'd be like how to scale Facebook ads specifically for e-com brands right there. Now, this gives me a strategic guide now to then once I go look at that Facebook ad library and gives me a few different hypotheses that I can go test based off understanding this Facebook ads library and what the landscape is from a competitive standpoint by leveraging market sophistication. Now, this gives me one set of rules I can follow and kind of like a set of rules that I follow to create these ads and everything. And this will drastically increase my hit rate on these because this is where a lot of Facebook ads that I study and see success with, they do one of these key things right there to stand out from the competition. And that's where a lot of people struggle at with ads, is that they're simply copying and doing the same thing as everyone else. But the whole goal with advertising is to be unique and stand out from the crowd. That's why I've called out the purple cow, black cow scenario so many times. And if you still haven't heard about that, that's when you're driving down a road and you look to the right and you see a pasture of cows. You would only remember the purple cow out of all the different black cows in that pasture of cows. So when you're advertising, your whole goal is to be unique, but no one shows you how to be unique and no one shows you how to stand out. And that's why I love market sophistication, because it allows me to create ads that are unique and allows me to have a set of rules to follow versus me trying to randomly guess what to do. I give a little bit more strategic advice and everything. Now from there, the next thing I see is that people focus on desires that actually have urgency to solve. And like I said before, this is the difference between having a leg that's just sore versus having a broken leg. Like when you have a sore leg, like you just don't really care much. But when you have a broken leg, like you actually have motivation to go to the hospital and solve that thing. So urgency behind desire greatly improves or increases the take rate of your product and how much you can scale it. I remember scaling metal address signs back in 2020, and when we were working with this particular product right here, we focused a lot on, hey, you know, this will look really good in your living room, this will make a great conversation piece. That's not really much of an urgency behind that desire. But when we shifted over to now, hey, this is a great gift for your wife, this is a great birthday gift, great anniversary gift. When was the last time you forgot about an anniversary gift? Here's a last minute birthday gift. And we start focusing on more urgency behind the desire and then introducing the product with a substantially better room to scale those ads, because it allowed us to go ahead and essentially target something that people actually care about right now. So urgency behind a desire, market sophistication, and the last thing is market awareness. And market awareness, again, is how far or how close people are advertising. And a lot of people are advertising at a product aware stage. They're doing a lot of creatives that just simply show the product, simply show the discount, and then simply just showcase like things like looking at like testimonials and stuff like that. But with market awareness, you want to start moving over to that solution aware, problem aware, and unaware stage, where you can actually advertise the things that people care about right now that are unrelated to your product, and then be able to go through those mental loops to be able to show people how your product can help them for that thing right there. And again, advertisers that have a lot of winning ads, and a lot of winning ads I see, effectively do these things right here. Now, maybe you're sitting at home right now, you're watching this video and you're just like, hey Nick, like this is amazing. Like I would love to learn exactly how to do these things for my business. Then I want to invite you to the inner circle. The inner circle is where I actually showcase these things and help brand owners scale to $1 million months with Facebook ads. Whether you want to do it yourself, or if you want to work with me on my agency, this is also where I do all the work for you in that sense right there. And you know, if you want to do it from the agency side, you just have to be doing at least 100K a month in revenue, and you can click the links below for both of those offers. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.